Hey guys, welcome to Act 2, Luke Lane. In between videos, I made a new game, built up my army, blah blah blah, not important. I did a bit of gear changing. You'll notice I have the Desert Mercenary, which probably comes as a surprise to no one because I think I've done that in all my playthroughs and it's by far the most common. I just gave him some basic gear. I gave him a 2-socket chest piece just in case I find the runes for stealth. I want someone to be holding on to it. Similarly, I got just any 3-socket shield in case I absolutely need to make Ancient's Pledge, although I doubt I'll need it on this character. Here, I haven't really upgraded my gear just because I found a bunch of rares in Act 1 where they're probably better than just a bit of extra defense on white gear, so I'm kind of waiting. Still need to find a wand. I'm using the base one. So let me just go over the gear real quick. I got a set of chainmail just because I think I was just using base ringmail earlier, so just a defense upgrade, change our character model. And our charms leave something to be desired. Stats right here. Here are our skills. Like I was saying a few times in the earlier videos, you could probably have just, if you're playing this build at home, you could probably just have one in Clay Golem right now. Everything here, probably don't even level these. Probably don't need these yet. And you could just have amplify damage. Like, you could go very bare bones, pun partially intended, as a Necromancer. And you'd probably be just as well off. So I'm kind of anticipating future changes, or where I need to go with the build, but I think if you are more frugal with your choices, you might be able to squeeze some extra value out of your character. So, we are here in Act 2. Like always, we're going to want to kill Radamant. I was going through the sewer entrance because I think I've said it a few times. Usually the level down is either to the bottom left or the top right. So either it's here or right up there. That just seems to be the way the map's laid out. So you can enter by Grease at the top, but you'll be walking through more of the area. Of course, that's not a bad thing. If you want to be killing more guys, then by all means. As per usual, I'm going to be looking for the waypoint, which I think is right here. Yep. You can tell by the double partition here. The square is usually the waypoint thing. Our poison mage isn't going to be particularly strong here because they're fighting a bunch of undead. Pretty sure they have poison resist even in normal. Definitely looks like it. So maybe we'll actually... No. There we go. Do Burning Dead have resistance to fire in normal? I have no idea. Let's just assume no. So we're looking for the way down now. Should be throwing our curses around, but I'm just kind of standing around doing the classic classic summoner mancer of just stand around. I'm getting spammed, isn't that wonderful? I don't even know how that person would have found my name. The wonders of Diablo 2, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't remember if I mentioned it. I picked combat as my mercenary class. That means he has prayer. There's a bunch of options really that were all relatively viable. I mean, they probably will get in melee, so it's not that bad to get Defiance. They probably will be meleeing people, so Blessed Aim isn't bad, but generally speaking, skeletons don't really need, they tend to hit fairly well. Usually it's their limiting factor is actually just their damage, not their chance to hit. So Blessed Aim isn't extremely critical on them, and usually the things that kill your summons are elemental based, not physical. So Defiance isn't necessarily useful. That was just where I was going with it. Of course, if you have any pick of the litter, usually the ideal merc for you will be Act 2 Nightmare. Offensive? Yeah, offensive. The Might merc, because Might is magical on a bunch of summons. Especially because I think if you go Might, then you can also get, is it Fanaticism or Concentration or both or something? You can get a bunch of auras if you want your merc to be an aura jockey. He can just give you a ton of auras for your characters. So I believe I was just going 2 and 3 now, something like that. Like I said, I'm not going to further these just yet, so I'll probably just keep putting points into skeletons. Here's the level down. One of our guys died. So yeah, I just figured Prayer might give him an extra bit of chance. Honestly, with a big group of summons, you're probably fine picking any of the auras. Because like you could argue, well, Prayer probably won't be saving them too often. Totally valid. So just pick whatever one you want. I just liked this one usually. But we should be pressing along. Act 2 Merc usually can help you out pretty well in all of Act 2 and later. He's pretty good at killing the beetles, which I'll probably get into later, but I was reading threads on the Reddit for Diablo, subreddit for Diablo 2, and people are asking about beetles. So once we get there, I'll probably talk about them a bit more. But as it stands right now, we are in the sewers. We're looking for Radman now because we're at level 3. He has returned. I believe I got the name right this time. I think I've called them the wrong ones like 3 or 4 times. But he has his own special set of skeletons, not Burning Dead. They're, instead of red, they're black, and I believe they're called Returned. I think I called them Horrors later on, which I don't know what act that's from, but that's also a name for some version of skeletons. I think. Either way. He has his own skeletons, that's his telltale sign, because he's a mummy, so he can revive them. Now, I believe even our skeletons are resistant to poison, so... No, I was right, they are horrors. Then who are returned? Is returned Act 1? See, I'm all over the board. I was half right, I guess. There's Radamant. Give him some amp damage. Help him on his way. Again, I could get in there, but like at this point I am not that effective. Also, all the easier for me to sit back and give my wonderful commentary, I'm sure. Pick up the Heraldric Scroll. I guess grab some gold.
What a waste of undead flesh.
Necromancer buddy is not amused. He thinks he is the better Necromancer, and
they say that the
finish this. So that is that quest done.
Good day.
Give the scroll to Cain. The lost Heraldric Scroll, blah blah blah. Go up to 5 skeletons here, I believe.
It is an honor to serve you.
Greetings.
And that'll do it for the first video. We're gonna have to go walk out and get our Heraldric Cube, which is always a good turning point in the playthrough because it means I get to start combining gems. There's not too many to combine here, but it starts to save a bit of inventory space, plus the cube itself gives inventory space. So we will, where is the exit? Over here. We'll quickly switch to that in the next video and start running around in the desert. I'll see you guys then. Take care.